Welcome again. In the previous lecture, we have looked into preparing the data file for our LSMW execution. So before basically we go to the read data step, the next thing we should do as a part of consultant, manager, business user is to validate the data to make sure the data is valid for the system. So these are GL accounts. So we need to make sure these are valid GL accounts. They does not exist in the system before. How you do that? We go to transaction code SE16N, SKB1 is the table, and then company code is ABCC. And here I will give the list of my GL accounts to make sure they does not exist in the system. Let's enter these GL accounts and make sure they does not exist in the system and see it says no value found. What does that mean? These GL accounts does not exist in the system, so we are good at this point. So the purpose of validation is don't not to get hard bump going forward while processing your BDC. So it helps you to basically smoothen your process going forward, because these are just the 5 records right now, but imagine when you have thousands of records and you wanted to process them through BTC. If you will not do all these validations, then you have to process that BDC session, because if the session because what happened is if there is any if there is any issue in the data while processing the session, then what happened is it goes to your batch input session in SM30. It goes to the system does not process that batch session, and it just create a BDC session for you to process. Then you have to manually process it and fix the things whatever you found on the way. So here in this lecture, we just validated our data, and we just make sure our data looks good and it does not exist in the system. So it was all about in this lecture. I will stop here and I will see you in our next lecture.